G'day mates and welcome to the Halo MCC PC mod showcase, a place where we take a look at some Halo mods on the Nexus and say,
hey, that's pretty good.
But at the same time, it's to each individual's own perspective, whether these mods are good or bad. So grab a tea, sit down, relax, and let's begin. At the moment of making this video, winter has officially begun in Australia, and while it may not be snowing like mad like it does in America, it is still quite cold and I'm freezing my ass off, so I decided to pull this mod that brings out the true winter in Halo Reach. This is December 24th, 2552, Christmas Contingency. Now, the fact that it's called Christmas Contingency actually doesn't matter because there's nothing Christmas themed, which I honestly couldn't care less whether it was Christmas themed or not. The main reason why I decided to look at this mod was because this mod covers the entire mission with a blanket of snow and brings the harsh winter to Reach. What surprised me about this mod wasn't the fact that the Spartan armors were changed for Noble Team, it was actually the snow particles. Not only do these snow particles look absolutely amazing and fit the environment and all that fun jazz, but when you go undercover in a shed or a building or a house, whatever, the particles themselves actually stop and they don't clip through like some other mods that I've encountered on the Nexus. I know this is a very small detail, but it still contributes a lot, especially towards the immersion of the mod itself. Another thing I noticed was the trees were stripped of their colorful leaves and adding even more immersion to this mod. So if you want to enjoy the cool snow and feel the brisk chill of winter, then go check out this mod. Some mods are for immersion, some mods are for fixing up gameplay. This next mod, however, does nothing close to these two. This is H2 Anniversary Play as Regret. This mod can clearly be told what it does by the name. You get to play as Regret, but that's not it. This mod is quite simple and strange. Just go outside, fire your gun, hop in the chair, and cruise around like the high prophet Pope. Instead of kissing baby grunts, you will have your own little laser show with sniper jackals trying to kill you. Now, heresy aside, you do have lasers that can fire, but they are basically like throwing a paper airplane at a bear charging you down. It ain't gonna do jack crap, boy. Those lasers are not gonna do a damn thing against the Covenant. The cool thing is you can fly past all your enemies and go straight to the center structure, but doing that will just break the game and you won't be able to go in and kill Regret. Hold on, Regret killing Regret. Did the mod often just create a paradox in Halo? Okay, paradoxes aside, go check out this mod if you want to mess around and play as the Prophet of Regret. In Halo, we are on the ground a lot and we barely stand back and see the scale of destruction that the Covenant has inflicted on humanity. And what better way to showcase that than with a menu mod. This is the Ship Battle Menu Replacer mod. This mod replaces your existing menu with an epic looking background that's animated and all that fun jazz. When we look at this menu, you can see the ongoing fight in space as the UNSC hangs on by a thread against the dominating Covenant. Behind the battle, you thought that was a sun. It is actually the planet Reach being glass and melted while this battle is happening in front of your eyes. I personally like the fact that this is all animated and just how much depth and feeling went into this image. It personally sends a shiver down my spine seeing the full-scale destruction of Reach, especially given the fact that this isn't the only planet that was destroyed by the Covenant. But getting deep aside, if you like the look of this mod, then go check it out. Sometimes seeing less is always more important than actually seeing the full picture, especially when it comes to visuals, whether it's in movies, games, whatever. And when it all comes down to it, lighting is truly important. This is the All Halo Reshades mod. So I did what the mod said and tried it across all current titles on the Halo MCC PC game list, and it looks amazing. The ambient lighting is just so amazing to see, and it makes every single light source actually have power rather than having a slightly brighter light than the base light of the level. It just makes everything look amazing. It makes the reflections and refractions on armor pop and actually have that bit of grittiness and depth to it, and also a bit of sheen to more newer parts of the armor. It also makes the elites look a little less leathery around the mandibles and makes them a little bit more moist. Boy, that sentence is definitely going to be taken out of context. Overall, this reshade brings some serious immersion to the table, especially when it makes lights on dark maps just actually pop with proper light, and when you're in the shadows, you're in the shadows, you're not going to be able to see much, and that's some really good detailing right there. So if you want to have some realistic lighting for either cinematics or machinimas, then go check out this mod. When I saw this mod pop up on the Nexus, I thought, yeah, I don't want to play this, but I'm actually glad I did play it. But anyway, with that aside, the reason why I didn't want to play it is because it contains one of my most hated enemies, and you all know that, and that is the Flood. This is the FloodZone Firefight mod. This mod turns the mission from Halo 2 campaign into a firefight arena, in which you have to fight the hordes of Flood and Sentinels, and each round gets progressively harder with more difficulties, tougher challenges to face. I can handle normal firefight, but firefight against the Flood is an absolute nightmare. They always have to jump and attack you from nowhere, and it just puts me on edge, but I guess some people like that edgy stuff. Just make sure not to cut yourself with it. This mod is actually really fun, and even though I hate the Flood, it works really well as a concept. There are two versions that you can currently download for this mod, one being a set number of waves that attack, and then there's an endless mode. And my response to that is, why? Why would you want to face an endless attack of Flood? Just why? I will say that this mod is very challenging, and especially you need to make sure that every shot counts, because you're gonna run out of ammo very, very quickly. But my fear of the Flood aside, go check out this mod and let me know what you think of this mod in the comments down below. And after looking at some pretty cool and pretty nice Halo mods, I'm going to end the video there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see each and every single one of you mates later.